Take freaking 3. This is for anybody that might need some healing inspiration or might need anything like that at the moment, because I've become quite studious on certain subjects, because basically a lot of people get kudos in this new age for bringing about these ideas of how to do this best, and they work with the brain and the subconscious mind and hypnosis and how to sort of like visualize becoming energetically well, and there's a few sort of out there that really gone into it, but what they are really doing is failing to bring forth their ancestry. And if you believe in genetic memory and other things, you should never forget your past. In our bright future, you shouldn't forget our past. So it's like, as much as people like to take kudos and say it's all about science and this and this, they never, very rarely, like, get to the root cause of the best mantras and stuff. And there's very long ones, like Shiva's medicine mantra, and there's, Sudasana, Sakatam people attribute to having great energies and stuff, and I can understand why, because just the effect on your ears. But there are short ones which I'm going to attempt to break down to you here. They are available on YouTube, these two that I talk of, which are an exact science that come from your Vedic ancestry all the way back to the Vedas. I mean, that's like your ancient ancestors, and they knew what they were talking about. It's like prana. Hands up, how many people can see prana? What's prana? It's chi, energy. Can you see energy? When you look into the sky, blue sky or a cloud, and you see, some people can say, yeah, I can see these little things floating. They're called floaters. That's not prana. The prana's like a little sperm with little light source, and like, I don't know statistically how many people can see it. It's a 50-50 thing, but if you concentrate and look into space, you can see this little sperm energy just doing its thing. Like, what is that weird shit? Prana. I read about it when I was younger, so I knew what it was. I should have been harnessing that before, like, running away with your own talents. That's what I said. Like, artists are like obsolete, innit? Because they don't really like give kudos to the people that walked the earth earlier, and it's like they're just like, we just forget about them, don't we? And then we go, oh, I've come up with this idea of how to visualize or do this, and it's like, what's this then? If I had like said mixing decks, I'll put these two together because they're shorter, punchier ones, and they talk about prana, which you eat or breathe in, life force energy, hari, prana, in the same mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why do people get fanatical about Hare? Because it's divine life force energy. Krishna, he's some 8th deity removed or something from something. You wouldn't have thought he was that important, but it does sound a bit like Christ, doesn't it? Christ, Krishna, Hare. Anyway, prana, you're supposed to imagine breathing it into your network, which is sushumna, your network that's taking in that. So to get into think about it, just couple the two. Subconscious mind, which wants you to be well at all the times. When you're growing in the womb, your mum's love energy that is all around you. Imagine you're just a spirit in a body. The body, well, this is the spirit, and you're just a body in a spirit. So imagine like the world like a big womb, and it's giving you this energy. Prana, which is provided for everywhere, which you eat, which you breathe. Prana, apana, this is the mantra, apana, which is the destructive life force energy, which is the, like, I suppose, like the white blood cells that have to attack at points in time, like your autoimmune inside. That's your apana, aprana, apana, sushamna, hari network. So you're just basically, if you were to chant that over and over and over again, it would put you in a trance-like state where you're imagining breathing in, destroying, Sasana, Hari. Now, well, Hari, 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 and you're giving that sort of like to the divine. So it's like mind over matter things, right? Om, the universal resonance for the universe, Om. They say Buddhist monks have really good health because their mind over matter are just the Say beekeepers have the same good health for the same reason. Prana, apana, susana, hari. People need to be more vocal. They should do this themselves because there's only 2 of that mantra recorded, and they're quite maudlin. I won't lie. I wouldn't want to listen to that if I was on any kind of sick bed. because they're too maudly. And it's like, I think it's about the energy that you bring to it yourself, or somebody else does bring to it, and it's like really making it your own and understanding it. Prana, Apana, Susana, Hari. Now, on the other mixing desks, while we're playing that one, while you're getting to grips with your internal system and waking up your divine entity that wants you to be well at all times, like you're in the womb, like your subconscious mind knew how to grow cells and it knew how to put together calcium. What was that divine intellect? Oh, that would be a god. Oh, no, it's science. It's just a cell dividing, isn't it? Yeah, whatever way you want to believe in life. It's up to you. But if you can learn to visualise that sort of thing, I think it's good for you. And it's better than listening to a new ager that's saying, well, look at us. Some people like to believe in the, Star Wars future trekking stuff. Some people get more deep satisfaction from knowing that their ancestors worked with the word, and the word was God. And in the early days, we don't know back that far back, do we? When there was the word was God. That's what separates us from animals. So on the other mix index are Om Narayana Swanaya Hariom, which is free flowing energy, golden energy, Hari Om. So mix them two together, you see where I'm going with that. Yeah, so that's what I mean, it's positive energy and stuff like that. And some people say about the heart mind connection with people, because I can't help but feel like in the NHS people aren't really getting so much positive stuff, and chemotherapy and things like this, which are just things that do destroy healthy cells as well. And given all the new information that we have about these things, I think that there could be a lot of other stuff done for people that give them very poor outlooks. Like when people say that they've cured their particular case on TED Talks, and hundreds and thousands of testimonials where people find their own solution, whether it be CBD oil, returning your body to a state of homeostasis, and your cannabinoid system. It's like giving yourself that second chance, like I said. And then there's other people that claim that it's just by eating that right mushroom, those turkey tails or other mushrooms that shrink things, those things in nature that you would have had access to as your ancestors. Lots of turkey tail mushrooms, which are the huge high antioxidants and stuff. It's like that particular thing that your body just needs in a bit of loving. It could be as simple as that for some people. It's like, and that's the sad part, that you don't give people the key to their subconscious mind, and they're like, no, you want to be well, every part of you wants to be well, you just haven't learned how to work with your subconscious mind and your happy program sort of thing. And it's an uphill struggle. It's an uphill struggle for people that don't believe in stuff that you're trying to preach, I suppose. Well, I'm not trying to preach, it's up to people if they want to embrace it and try to. It's all up to people themselves to own, isn't it? It's up to people to own, because my dad's got an autoimmune disease in rheumatoid arthritis. But once you're on their medication, that's a slippery slope of high blood pressure, everything else whacking out of control, stiffness still taking over because you're eating processed ads, food from the farm, too much farming going on, it's not organic food. And I think we think he got strawberries poisoned him last week. You think you're doing something healthy and eating a strawberry, but it's got salmonella in it. I mean, fuck. So it's like, it's hard to keep up on the farm for some demographics, in certain marginalised demographics. And you go, where would you go to share your information? I'll probably have to go up to Soho, dance around with the Hare Krishnas, the closest thing to anything on my page that there is around me, because you're basically like a lone person in the world, aren't you? Most people don't really embrace any of this stuff. They ain't got time for it. It's not viable. You can't see or touch it or smell it, but it's present in everything and everything. It's present in everything and everything. Prana and chi. It's what the very essence of the universe, right? It's mad. It's one of them paradox things, isn't it? Paradoxes. Hope you enjoyed that enlightenment, and you can find all this stuff. I think Hamakadaya mantras are the best. I'll type it in the comments box. I think it's a good place to start. They've got a couple of healing mantras, and then you can run from there, and it's literally a limitless form of people's appreciation, understanding. And if you appreciate those basics, you can formulate your own plans. That's the beauty part of these Vedas and mantras. Limitless source of abundance and opulence.